my brethren, Rick James maybe, baby. I'm here to say that we're seeing some tremendous darkness. Most are unaware, too busy to, look up in the sky like Christ commands. Too busy to maybe comprehend the book of Daniel. I'm here to say that the Lord has sent me to bring forth the truth. Now, when we see what is actually taking place here, day or night, right? I've seen multiple types of rainbows here. I haven't really been able to get a good shot without light on the sun for some time now. But I ask myself this, right? What is it? What is it that they're hiding in there? What is it that's been done in the darkness that needs to come into the light? The word on the street is there's about to be some light warriors. They're about to take their position. The men of Nineveh who stand against this wicked generation. This is the generation that seeks a sign. They want to be told. Where's the sign? Show me a sign. Well, I'm here to say that there's signs that are meant not to be observed. They're not meant to be seen. So no matter how much you say, look, certain things that are not meant to be seen, only heard. And I don't know what is going on in the sky, but there's several credible people out there, right, that say in these dark types of clouds that there very well could be motherships or some type of craft onboarding and boarding smaller craft, kind of just like the United States government admitted to, right? But unlike times before, right, they've gone woke. So instead of calling them motherships, they call them, this is what the government, parenting ships. Instead of calling them UFOs, unidentified flying objects, they call them UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon, right? That old chestnut. And I'm here to say that what has been done in the darkness will be brought into the light. And here we are, April 1st, 2023. I'm on high ground. And it was nice. They let us have a blue sky today. That was just beautiful. Very nice of them. Spring is here. But to tell you the truth, what is in those clouds? We don't know. I mean, it's metal. It's aluminum. That we know scientifically. But why they're doing it, I don't know the answer to that. But I do know that the summer of 2022, I'm a white boy. The sun hates my ever-living guts. It really does. And working in the sun, I'd have to wear sunblock, especially if it was really hot 2-3 times a day. The summer before that, in 2021, it was still hot, right? I'm a stonemason, so put it this way. In the summer of 2021, I had heat stroke 3 times, threw up, blah, blah, blah. Had to wear sunblock constantly. Summer of 2022, no sunblock, no sunburn. And I know this, the farmers know, at a bare minimum, that things aren't growing like they used to. And those are the facts. And I say this, I take this footage in Franklin, Massachusetts, 02038. I take this from high ground that I took over about maybe a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. Some type of an ancient, I don't know what you would call this, an altar or whatnot, right? But there's things in here that are unexplainable. no matter which people I talk to from Franklin, nobody knows anything about this specific area, how these stones got here. But I know this, that you could jump on this stone and you could walk, right? You can just walk, step, right? That's another step with a 90-degree angle on it that comes from the other direction, right? And so I speak the word of truth from this high ground that I took over, bound up every spirit in here, and I'll tell you, I went to war. I don't just say that, I mean that. Lucifer did not like that whatsoever. And I say that not from a position of fear or a position of taking it lightly in any way. I say that with the truth, right? There's something up here, right? I don't know what this ladder is or what it means, right? But something tells me that that's an altar, right? And there's also parts of stone up here that are truly unexplainable. And being a Mason, I saw those bad boys. I've stuck, I'll tell you what, I've stuck some sticks down there at least, 18 inches. I don't really even know how far it goes down, but I stuck some sticks in there. It's deep. When I see these holes, I have no choice but to question how, on God's green earth, these stones with these characteristics got here. There's parts of them which have different layers, and when I saw this thing on this stone, right, it made my I didn't know what that was. It looked like concrete of sorts, right? And the only other thing that I could compare this to is in the Roman days, they would make Roman stone safes, forts, right? Where they would take stone and put it together. The only ones I've seen had seashells in there. This doesn't have seashells in it, but it's old. I know that. Very, very old. I'm a Mason. All I do is repair. I've worked on stuff from 1760 and up. I know old mortar very, very well. One of the few, right? And look at that. That's a nice flat rock right there. Another flat rock right there. So you have a flat rock, right? With that right there. And I don't know what to make of it, but I do know that it was evil. No question, evil. No question, steps. No question, not natural. And I say this from a position, when I'm talking about stone placement, as far as local stone placement goes, granite, etc., I say this, I have the birthright to it. My great-grandfather was a marble cutter from Florence, Italy. When he came over on a boat, gets to New York City, Ellis Island, they say, "What do you know how to do?" He says, "I cut marble." They say, "Okay, no problem. You're Italian. You cut marble. We'll send you to Milford, Massachusetts." At that time, there was 3 or 4 major Milford pink granite quarries. That quarry produced, I would say, in New England, out of the churches I've been to, which is over 100, I would say that at least half of them have Milford pink granite in there. Very, very famous pink granite. And I've spent a lot of time up in those quarries. They're abandoned now. The last one was in operation, I would say, somewhere in the 30s, maybe, somewhere in there. So it's been gone a long time. But it was shipped all over the world. The stairs of the Lincoln Monument, all types. The Sears building, Milford granite, it was shipped everywhere. And I've spent a lot of time up there, and I'm a Mason, and I would build things with that stone. So that's a different level of stonecraft masonry. And I'm here to say that Jesus Christ, he was not a carpenter. I'll go to battle over that. The word carpenter appears twice, once in Matthew, once in Mark. And if we trace back the Greek word of carpenter, it's tectonic. But there was no carpenters. There was no carpenters in the desert, in Jerusalem, that area right there. I've heard a man say, and I believe his authority, that 9 out of 10 construction projects in that period were from stone. And what did Satan say after 40 days? Yeah, turn this stone to a loaf of bread, right? He's the master builder, master architect, right? He's not a carpenter. That's fake news all day long. And when I look at all this stone up here did not get here naturally, nor did it get here by a glacier. And all the different characteristics of man-made cuts and different shapes. And I can't go back there right now, I don't have time. But in the back, down in those woods right there, there's a stone. Not the one, not that one. It's real back there. I saw it. It almost looked like it was some type of a poured concrete stone, quartz, old. It was in layers. Looked like it was poured. I've seen a couple of those only in Franklin, Massachusetts. And again, I say that from a guy who has spent a lot of time in the quarries. Sometimes I go pluck. There's still big, look like granite mountains. I pluck right from there sometimes. And when I see triangles in the middle of the woods, right? When I see triangles in the middle of the woods like that, what does it mean? What does it mean? Well, I could tell you this unequivocally, no doubt, unequivocally, a tremendous amount of evil was up here before. I'm talking evil. I don't know what that ladder over there does or did. I don't know who put it there, but I know this, evil, not nice, right? Heebie-jeebies. Very, very interesting shapes in here. In all of this stonework, unnatural formations. Oh, here's another. Didn't see this one before. Look at this guy. Yeah, look at that. Holy crap, that's a deep hole right there. Wow, you can see right through the bottom of it. Wow. Yeah, so those other holes over in that area, those other holes are something else because they went deep. This has got to be almost 2 feet. No question. Very slick, treacherous conditions. Treacherous conditions. But in the name of truth, it is what it is, right? Look at these shapes. What does that mean? What does that mean? Who knows? Who knows? So this guy right here. Oh, there it is. There it is, right? And so maybe that's how they dragged him up here, right? Maybe there's more holes on him all over the place. I have no idea. But I can say unnatural erosion, unnatural flat tops, like somebody was standing here a long time ago. There's prickers everywhere. There's triangles. There's flat tops. There's 90-degree angles. There's drill marks. But I'll tell you what. This was one of the greatest honors in my life. No question. Was to be able to come up into this high ground and reclaim it. Right? As you could see from the beginning of the video, this in the old days probably looked across the whole entire valley. A lot of land. It's high. And it's high for a reason. It's up in the high spot, but I can see very, very far. Almost you can just see several towns over, almost in a good day. And clearing this space out was something else. Yeah, it was something to behold. It was a tremendous amount of evil. Probably an amount of evil that most wouldn't even believe it unless they encountered it or went after it, declared war on it, you know. And I did declare war on Satan some time ago. I didn't declare war on Satan necessarily. That's not my battle, but Satan's frequency, as I am the key of David, I declared war on it. And I paid for it. I paid for that title, the key of David. I paid tremendously for it. I'm here to say that there's darkness and it's about to be exposed. And the Queen of the South, she's arisen. Believe it or not, believe what you want, right? Queen Sheba is known as the daughter of the moon. The moon is still in the sky right now. It's in the daytime. It's been out for days, right? And when that daughter of the moon arises, the Queen of the South, Queen Sheba, she's bringing gold, jewels, beautiful, right? Everybody wants that, including me. But she's also bringing the wood for the harps and the pillars for the temple. So we're close, my brothers. May the peace of the Lord be upon you as it is upon me. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Right? We have that Isaiah 60:61 mission to the afflicted. There's a few of us out there that have the keys, and I got one. So anybody that's watching this, I love you dearly. May the peace of the Lord be with you.